Hey, it's me. So, today I'm going to talk about something that I've been kind of avoiding this whole fucking time, and that's the issue of abortion. And I always kind of avoided it because it's such a controversial issue, and it's also one that really, like, I have a stance that is actually at odds with the liberal way of thinking, which of course, as everyone knows, alright, I hope you all know that I am a very liberal person. Any minority that lives in America has to be a liberal, unless you're gonna fucking sell yourself out. But anyway, yeah, it turns out I'm pro-life, for the most part. I do think that abortion is, perfectly understandable if a girl is raped, or if there is a danger to her life. If her life is at stake, then I can understand having an abortion. But if it's just, just a mistake, if you just if fuck, and then, you're like, oh, oops, now I gotta, just kill this child that's growing inside of me, and make the problem go away. I kept on thinking about it and thinking, and then, I just realized, it doesn't feel right. Just to do it for that reason, it's not a good enough reason, as far as I'm concerned. Would it cause a lot more problems if we were to force girls to have the children and not allowing them to have an abortion? Yeah, probably. And that's really where I'm conflicted about it. But I can safely say that I would never want to marry any woman who would abort my child, who would even consider doing that. And actually that's, one of the big reasons why it didn't work out between, me and my ex-girlfriend. Because not because she was in favor for abortion, but she, believed that abortion was acceptable, in certain situations. And that just really conflicted with, my morals. And, it was always a problem that we could not agree on. And so it's better off that, we're not together for this, especially, because this was such a polarizing issue. But with that said, I actually know what the solution to this whole abortion conflict is. It's not possible to solve the problem yet, but with advances in technology, what we could do is if a woman doesn't want her child, what we could do is we could extract the embryo that's growing inside of her and then put it in an artificial womb and then grow it like that outside of her body. And then that would be that. And then once the child is ready to be hatched, we just squeeze it out of the artificial womb and then we raise it to become a scientist or super soldier in our future armies against the intergalactic aliens that live on other planets and stuff like that. Of course, when I'm talking about, these artificial wombs, extracting the embryo, and then growing it somewhere else, it's not possible with the technology we have right now, but it will be possible in the future. It's entirely possible. It just requires more advanced technology that we don't possess right now. We can't even, what might be more possible is to use a surrogate mother, but that also, growing an embryo, removing the embryo from the mother and then growing it in a surrogate mother, that's not possible yet either, but I would assume that's a little bit more viable to achieve than creating an artificial womb. And here's the other thing about creating artificial wombs. Then you can use these artificial wombs to clone Neanderthals and chimpanzees and all these other great things that we need to clone and create. Dinosaurs. How are you going to make a dinosaur? You need an artificial womb. So I think we should invest money into research and development, into creating all kinds of different artificial wombs, different sizes, because it would solve the abortion problem, and it would give us super clone soldiers, and we can clone dinosaurs and all these other cool extinct animals. This is EnigmaHood signing off.